Alright, hello everybody. It is I, Granorite, and here we are back with another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Fire Red. We're going to be taking on Brock to start this episode. Things that happened while we were leveling up. We got Vine Whip on Bulbasaur. We got Curse on Gastly. I think we had Spite. Maybe we got Spite too. We got Sludge on Gulpin, which is awesome. Double Kick on both of the Nidorans, and that's it. Alright, so we're going in. This guy starts with the Geodude, I believe. Let's just start with the Sandshrew. Starts with the Geodude. That's what I thought. Alright, we're going to let Bulbasaur take on the Rock Pokes. As much as I would like to take him on with Gulpin, it's just not a good matchup. And Vine Whip is a good matchup. Alright, we're going to go to Gulpin though for the Sandshrew. Sludge. I know it's not very effective, but we could poison it. Let's just keep going with the Sludge. I would rather it be poisoned than asleep with Yawn. Excellent. I'm sure Sludge is going to deal more damage, even at 50% less than what Pound does. Excellent. Alright, well, let's just go beat up on Brock. Alright, Vine Whip. Yeah, well, we want to learn Poison Powder. We'll learn that in place of Growl. I think we will learn Sleep Powder here too. And I want to learn Sleep Powder, don't I? We're going to just have a majority of Bulbasaur's moveset. Now, 3 of the moves we went on its final moveset. We're going to get rid of Tackle for Sleep Powder. And there's our Boulder Badge. Can I teach Rock Tomb? No. Excellent. Okay. Here is our running shoes. Let's buy some more Pokeballs in the mart. Heal up. and then go beat up on some pokes. So as much as I'd like to get more speed on Gastly, it's Pidgeys that we're fighting first, which Gastly can't hurt, so we're going to use Nidoran here. I don't think it matters. They both do neutral damage. So we are going to have a ton of evolutions this episode. Gosh, stop. We should have 5 evolutions this episode. Let's actually do... No, let's do Nidoran first. Wretch. Good poison point. Alright, let's go to Gulpin here. CVs, rock Pokemon, 3 from the hiker, 3 from that hiker. Sounds right. That'll put Bulbasaur up to... I'd like to get one more. Excellent. Alright, let's swap male Nidoran up. Let's go to female Nidoran here. We can't poison point the Ekans, but we can still just take it down. Alright, then we'll let male Nidoran take on this Spearow. Peck. Double kick again. There we go. Nice. Alright, let's go heal. Since we're kind of in a good spot to do that. Caterpie gives HP. Let's give that to female Nidoran. And then Kakuna will go to Gulpin. Should be easy enough to take down the Kakuna. It's not like it could hurt us. Ooh, sorry about that. Wow. Nice. Alright, another Rattata here. Female Nidoran. We should send out our female Nidoran. There's the color swap. As you can see, it really is just the male and the female swapped colors. Nice. Let's keep female Nidoran up for now. Well, that's not female Nidoran, that's male Nidoran. Well, I guess he's gonna get a little HP, isn't he? We'll see if we can get that taken care of now that I messed that up. Alright, we need to catch a Jigglypuff. There's our Jigglypuff. Let's go Bulbasaur. Oh, I didn't want to Vine Whip it. Oh, gosh darn it. We get an evolution. Alright, we'll read that in just a sec. I'll find myself another Jigglypuff. Come on. Rare Pokemon. First thing we run into, we don't find another one. There we go. Poison Powder. I wanted to Leech Seed it. Alright, we got it. Alright, let's get up here, and then we'll read about Nidorino. There we go, Nidorino. Nidorino is known as the Poison Pin Pokemon still. Stands 2 feet 11 inches high, or 0.9 meters. Weighs 43 pounds, or 19.5 kilograms. Nidorino is a light purple quadrupedal mammalian Pokemon. Has several dark purple patches across its body. Has large spiny ears with teal insides, narrow black eyes, and a long snout with 2 pointed teeth protruding from the upper jaw. Nidorino has a ridge of toxic spines on its back and a long, pointed horn on its forehead. The horn is harder than a diamond and can secrete poison on impact. The more adrenaline Nidorino has in its body, the more potent the poison it is. Short legs, have 3 claws in each foot, and is a male-only species. Nidorino is independent, nervous, and fierce, often described as violent and easily angered. It uses its ears to check its surroundings. If it senses a hostile presence, all the barbs on its back bristle up at once, and it challenges the foe with all its might. Nidorino's harder than diamond horn can destroy diamonds, and it uses that horn to destroy boulders in its search for moonstones. Nidorino live in hot savannas and plains. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Nidorino: Fire Red says it is easily angered. By swinging its well-developed horn wildly, it can even punch through diamond. And Leaf Green says an aggressive Pokemon that is quick to attack. The horn on its forehead secretes a powerful venom. And that is our information on Nidorino. Alright, we have a lot of Pokemon in here we want to catch as well. And here's our first one. Come on, hit the hypnosis. Nice. We'll just pound it. Alright, we get Bullet Seed, but I don't really want to teach Bullet Seed to anybody, because we got Vine Whip on Bulbasaur. Excellent. Let's take on this Clefairy first. Alright, we have to fix our little HP issue if we can. There we go. Alright, we have a Sandshrew we're facing first here. Should be a good spot for Bulbasaur to get that 1 point of defense it needs. Let's just use Gulpin to catch a Paris. Then I guess I'll go back and heal again. So we need to keep Nidorino and Nidorina as they are until level 18, which is when they'll learn their poison move, Poison Sting. Double kick, Nidorino. Astonish is a good move against Gastly. Alright, evolution number 2. And here's our new and improved Ivysaur with its yellow bulb. Good boost of stats. Ivysaur is known as the seed Pokemon still. Stands 3 feet 3 inches tall, or 1 meter, and weighs 28.7 pounds, or 13 kilograms. Ivysaur is a quadrupedal amphibian Pokemon that has blue-green skin with darker patches. On top of its head are pointed ears with black insides, and it has narrow red eyes. Ivysaur has a short, rounded snout with a wide mouth and 2 pointed teeth in its upper jaw. Each of its feet has 3 claws on them. The bulb on its back is bloomed into a giant pink bulb bud. A short brown trunk surrounded by leafy green fronds supports the bud. The weight of the plants prevents Ivysaur from running fast and standing on its hind legs, forcing its legs to grow sturdy. When its flower is ready to bloom, it gives off a distinct sweet-smelling aroma and starts swelling. Ivysaur will also start spending more time in the sunlight in preparation for its upcoming evolution. Exposure to sunlight adds to the strength of both Ivysaur and its plant. Ivysaur is typically found in plains, as shown as Pokemon Sleep. Ivysaur is known to sleep in sunny spots while undergoing its photosynthesis process. Reachers cannot decide if it is awake or asleep during this process. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Ivysaur. Fire Red says there's a large plant bulb on its back. When it absorbs nutrients, the bulb is said to blossom into a large flower. And Leaf Green says when the bulb on its back grows large, it appears to lose the ability to stand on its hind legs. And we are excited to have it on the team. Hello. This gets a star piece. Dun, 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 dun. Let's take on this guy and the bug catcher. Or, well, let's take out this guy for sure. Maybe we won't take out the bug catcher, but I would like to take on this guy and then go heal. Ow. Lick it. All those screeches did not hit us with a tackle because we're ghost type. I say all those, and it's not really all. Well, let's get this, and let's run up and get this, and then we'll go back down and get the bug catcher. Alright, this will fix the rest of our HP that we had accidentally gotten on Nidorino. We go to Gulpin here for the Metapod. Excellent. I was hoping that paralysis wasn't going to slow us down too much. And then we just go straight to Nidoran. Alright, let's go heal. So the only other thing we could still catch in here is the Clefairy, by chance. I'll give this a quick save. What are we at, Pokedex-wise? We're already at 21. It's because of all these evolutions that we're getting. Since we have all these Gen 1 Pokemon that we started with. Oh my gosh. Put you to sleep. Excellent. Now we'll swap to Gastly. That absorb saved it. And then we'll go to Girl Nidoran for the Bellsprout. Getting close to getting our Nidorina. Nice. Excellent. And here's our new and improved Nidorina. Again, good boost to stats. What do we know about Nidorina? Well, Nidorina is known as the Poison Pin Pokemon. It stands 2 feet 7 inches tall, or 0.8 meters, weighs 44.1 pounds, or 20 kilograms. Nidorina is a quadrupedal sky blue mammalian Pokemon with dark blue patches. It has red eyes, large spiny ears, and 2 pointed teeth protruding from its upper jaw. It possesses large poison spikes, which it retracts whenever it is with a group feeding its children or resting in its burrow. Its paws have 3 claws each, and it is able to stand on its hind legs. The hind legs are longer and thicker than its forelegs. It has a stubby tail, and Nidorina is a female-only species. Nidorina is a gentle Pokemon and is known to be a caring mother that chews food for its young. It seems to display close family bonds with others of its kind and becomes nervous when separated. Nidorina prefers not to fight since its horn grows slowly, but if forced or enraged, it prefers physical attacks such as clawing and biting. Nidorina prefers to chew its food into paste before spitting it out and feeding its children. It also emits ultrasonic cries to befuddle foes. Nidorina lives in burrows at hot savannas and plains. In our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Nidorina, Fire Red says the female has a gentle temperament and emits ultrasonic cries that have the power to befuddle foes. And Leaf Green says the female's horns develop slowly. They prefer physical attacks such as clawing and biting, which is good to know. Alright, just checking something really quick. Alright, let's swap Gastly up. No. Good paralysis. Trying to learn Nightshade, absolutely. Give that a place of spite. And for Ekans, let's go to Nidoran. Scratch. We'll get out of here. Can we teach Thief? We can. Gastly. We'll get that in place of... Hypnosis. Still can't teach Rock Tomb to anybody. Okay. We want Nidorino to do the next fight. Or at least to start it. Nice. Excellent. Alright, let's keep it going. Still have a lot we want to get done this episode. Dum-da-dum-da-dum. Let's keep it going. Need to get this Moonstone. Sandshrew goes to Gulpin. Good poison. Alright, he goes down to the poison. Trying to learn Amnesia. Yes, please. We will learn that in place of Poison Gas, because we have Sludge. A Clefairy. Nice. Alright, that puts us up to like 23. We're definitely gonna get 3 more from evolutions. Like, we're gonna have plenty of Pokemon to get our 30 that we need to get the item finder. Zubat, let's go to Gastly. Almost got it. Let's go Nidoran to start this fight against the scientist. So that'll just be a Moonstone here. Yep. Scratch. Do it again. Nice. Let's go to Gastly for the Voltorb. We'll go to Gulpin for the coughing. Put it to sleep. Save us a little bit of trouble with it using tackles and smogs and all that jazz. There's a short sleep. Alright. Last square. Can't teach Mega Punch to anybody because my other 2 Pokemon aren't standing up. Can't teach Mega Kick to anybody because they're not standing up. Well, that's sad. Would have been nice to have those on Nidoqueen and Nidoking, but they're not evolved yet. And I need them to stay as they are to learn Poison Sting. This team is leveling up though pretty well together. No one's falling super far behind. Swap Nidoran up for this Goldeen. Nice poison point. 51 experience. Pretty good. Let's get this rare candy. And it's rival fight time. We're going to start with Nidoran up front. We'll focus energy and then double kick. Nice. One critical hit there. Not so lucky that time. But we got the poison point. Abra's coming out next. Let's go Ivysaur into Gastly. And Thief it. Charmander gives speed. We'll keep Gastly out. At least we're faster. And then for the Rattata, we'll go to Nidoran. Which gets us Poison Sting. We'll teach that in place of Leer. Let him talk. And then let's use a Moonstone. And that gets us Nidoking. Again, big boost the stats we'll see here. Still has Poison Point. What do we know about Nidoking? Well, Nidoking is known as the Drill Pokemon. Stands 4 feet 7 inches tall, or 1.4 meters, and weighs 136.7 pounds, or 62 kilograms. Nidoking is a large bipedal purple mammalian Pokemon with distinct reptilian features. It has narrow eyes, large spiny ears, fur-like tufts on its cheeks, and a short snout filled with pointed teeth. A long venomous horn is on its forehead and a ridge of spines down its back. Gray plates cover its chest and belly, with a gray rounded spine on each elbow. Each hand has 3 claws, while each foot has a single hoof-like nail. It has a long, powerful tail, and Nidoking is a male-only species. It is said that Nidoking's tail can topple a metal transmission tower. Nidoking uses his tail to smash, constrict, or break the bones of its prey and enemies. The tail can also be swung to create distance between it and its foes before Nidoking charges. Its steel-like hide adds to its powerful rampaging charges. Nidoking's horn is powerful enough to crush diamonds. Nidoking is known to be very proud of its own strength. When Nidoking goes on a rampage, it becomes impossible to control. Only a Nidoking that has lived with it for a long time can calm it down from its rampages. As shown in the 21st chapter of Pokemon Adventures, Nidoking has strong acid within its claws. Being the result of evolution via Evolution Stone, Nidoking is rarely found in the wild. However, it can be found in savannas and plains. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Nidoking. Fire Red says it is recognized by its rock-hard hide and its extended horn. Be careful with the horn as it contains venom. And Leaf Green says it uses its powerful tail in battle to smash, constrict, and break the prey's bones. And that is our information on Nidoking. So let's go heal Gastly again. Specifically. Swap Nidorina up, because we want to get Nidorina evolved in this episode. Into our Nidoqueen. We'll keep focusing on it. Good fights for it coming up anyways. Shouldn't be too much longer before we get Nidoqueen. Metapod goes to Gulpin. You know, after the 5 evolutions today, we still have like 4 more to go. Because Gastly's got 2, Gulpin's got 1, and Ivysaur's got 1. Very nice. Swap our Nidoking up. Nice. Oddish is coming out next. Let's go to Ivysaur. See if we can put it to sleep. And then we'll swap to Gastly. Bellsprout will go to Nidorina, so we can keep focusing it up to Nidoqueen. Alright, this next fight should do it for Nidorina. There's our poison. Excellent. We'll learn Poison Sting in place of probably Growl and keep Tail Whip for now. I should also check to see if Nidoking can learn Rock Tomb now, so we should definitely teach that. Alright, and here we go. And there's our Nidoqueen. Not quite reversed like it was before. That's right, it's evolving. And here is our Nidoqueen and its new improved stats. What do we know about Nidoqueen? Well, Nidoqueen's known as the drill Pokemon, just like Nidoking. Stands 4 feet 3 inches tall, or 1.3 meters, and weighs 132.3 pounds, or 60 kilograms. Nidoqueen is a large bipedal blue mammalian Pokemon with distinct reptilian features. Its body is encased with extremely hard scales that serve as excellent protection from any attack and stand up when Nidoqueen is excited or provoked. It has a blunt snout, narrow brown eyes, and large ears with brown insides. There is a small horn on its forehead, a single spine on each ear, and a line of toxic spikes running down its back. Each of its hands has 3 short claws, and each of its foot has 2 claws. Its lower jaw, lower body markings and 2 plates on its chest are cream-colored, and it has a thick, powerful tail. Nidoqueen is a female-only species. As stated in the illustrated book of Pocket Monsters, it cannot lay eggs as it loses the ability to do so upon evolution. Nidoqueen can be quite fierce and is very protective of its young. This Pokemon is at its strongest when it is defending its young and will try to seal the entrance to its burrow to protect them. It also places its youngs in the gaps between the spines on its back, which never release poison when the children are present. Nidoqueen is more adept at being defensive than offensive. Nidoqueen's armor-like scales allow it to defend its children from any attack. When in contact with foes, it can poison them with the spikes on its back or cause small tremors by slamming the ground. It is also adept at sending foes flying with harsh tackles, and it uses its hefty bulk to execute powerful moves. Being the result of evolution via Evolution Stone, Nidoqueen is rarely found in the wild. However, it can be found in savannas and plains. In our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Nidoqueen, Fire Red says its body is covered by stiff needle-like scales. If it becomes excited, the needles bristle outwards, and Leaf Green says its hard scales provide strong protection and uses its hefty bulk to execute powerful moves. And that is our information on Nidoqueen. Yeah, it's a nice Gen 1 poison team, except for Swalot. Let's go give a heal really quick, and then we're going to keep going. We want to get all the way up to Bill in this episode, so we're going to run a little over. Trying to make me laugh while I'm reading the incorrect colors in the Pokemon biology. It's a placeholder for Grimer. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, we're gonna beat up this chick's Nidorans with our improved Nidos. Male Nidoran versus Nidoking. Me, you would never try to distract you while reading Pokemon entries, sure. You want to see a pack? Let's show them a real pack. And female Nidoran will face our Nidoqueen. Saw that the Champs Arcanine gave the bug team some trouble. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was tough yesterday. I was really worried when we got to it and it just downed like 3 of our Pokemon, no problem. It doesn't help that Masquerain couldn't hit a Stun Spore to save its life. Let's keep Nidoking up for right now. I need Pokemon when you need them to hit one move to save the team. Absolutely. And that's what it felt like the whole time. I was just like, come on! Come on! Alright, there we go. Zubat will go to Gastly. Take on this guy. Nidoqueen's getting pretty good at taking out snakes. This team should do pretty well. They're all pretty decent or good. I agree. Swalot's pretty bulky. Venusaur's got some good bulk. The only problem with Venusaur is its moveset's not super diverse in this game. Yeah, the Nidos have a ton of coverage. Absolutely. Let's go Nidoqueen. Do you want to hear movesets I got picked out? Alright, let's get them pulled up. So Venusaur is going to have Frenzy Plant, Poison Powder, Sleep Powder, and Leech Seed. Not a whole lot of offensive capabilities, but it'll be a really good stall Pokemon. Nidoqueen's got Poison Sting, Body Slam, Earthquake, and Superpower. Nidoking is going to have Mega Horn, Dig, Sludge Bomb, and Rock Slide. Gengar's got Toxic for its poison move, Shadow Ball, Psychic, and Thunderbolt. And its Swalot's gonna have Sludge Bomb, Amnesia, Body Slam, and Yawn. Poison Sting is the final move. Per my rules, it's gotta know a poison attack. I only get one Sludge Bomb TM. I do what I must. Keep it going, Nidoking. I should have Rock Tombed it. Double Kick's gonna work anyways. You think you don't have this roll for Gen 1? Yeah. The problem in Gen 1 is there's so few moves for some types that, like, you're pretty handcuffed on what you can teach certain Pokemon. Let's put Slowpoke to sleep. And then I'm gonna Amnesia a bunch. And then we'll start sludging it. Some Pokemon don't learn the type, like the fossil Pokemon don't get any rock moves. I was like, what's that word? But you can teach the fossil Pokemon Rock Slide, because that's a TM in the first games. Yep, those crazy Thistle Pokemon. Alright, another Nido mirror match here. You think the moveset's pretty good, though? I think it'll do really good late game. Easy peasy there. Alright, Ivysaur, keep it going. want to do that. I want the double kick. There we go. Nice. These are pretty these are mainly pretty bulky Pokemon. You said pretty either twice. So they can take a hit or two before they're set up and ready to sweep or stall. You just try to trip me up when I'm reading your comments. No, I agree, absolutely. They're all pretty Pokemon. We're gonna teach Secret Power here to Gulpin to give it a better normal attack. Nice. Sandshrew goes to Gulpin. Alright, let's swap Ivysaur up. Double Nightshades. And then Pidgey goes the Nidoking. Good damage on that thief. All right. Well, this is where we're going to end our episode for today. I'll get the team up to level 21 off screen, and then we'll be back tomorrow with back-to-back episodes of Pokemon. We do hope you all enjoyed the episodes today. We'll see you all next time. Yeah, have a good rest of your day, Krishenmon.